Hey, 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 this is Big Girl Diary. I have a good one for you today. I love that instrumental, as I always say. How is everyone doing? I have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful interview today with Cheryl W., as I call Cheryl Webb. And what we're going to talk about how she put the fork down to only pick up the glass of wine. So it's going to be one of those interviews to where it's going to just pierce right to the middle of the mat, right to the heart of the matter. I'm sorry. and and it's going to be a really good one. But before I get into that and waiting for her to come up, I got some additional information on Marilyn Manson, so I will be doing additional information, not information, I'm sorry, videos on that. And Amber Heard, she's a gift that keeps on giving. And when you think she can't give anymore, she does. But also, I've been looking at the Danny Masterson trial, and I find that quite interesting. I really do. I don't know. I had to go. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me. I got this. I got it. I got it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Thank you for coming by my cookies. Thank you for coming by. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to get it right. I'm trying really hard. Now, Cheryl, I known her for a very long time, and I'm just so grateful that she decided to do this interview. And oh goodness, I'll have to let her tell you. I have to let her tell you. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Amber Heard, ha ha ha. She sure is a gift that keeps on giving. Yes, that is so true. That is so true. And yeah, I'm glad to see you too. Very happy, happy, happy. I had a long day today. I'm like, oh man, I gotta interview today. Here she is. Hey,
Hey, my love, how are you doing?
how are you? How are you? How are you? I really thank you. I really do.
Oh, you're welcome. How's it going?
Oh, great, great, great. And I really appreciate you telling your story because I'm pretty sure, not pretty sure, I know you can help someone or
hmm
whomever is listening, you can
hmm
help them with their struggles because I know if anyone who understands it, it is you.
Yes, I
And
do. Yeah,
and
girl.
I cannot oh my goodness, I thank you so much. Now, as I was saying in a little a bit earlier that how you had
hmm
issues with eating, had issues with
hmm
weight. I didn't get that deep into it. And then you
hmm
put the fork down. And then
hmm
when you put the fork down, you pick the wine glass up. And when we were
Girl, it
talking,
wasn't the wine glass, it was the wine bottle. Come on
I
now,
mean,
be
no,
real.
okay, 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 the wine bottle, okay.
Shoot,
And
wine bottle, vodka bottle, rum bottle. Didn't do whiskey though. I was a snob.
wow.
I was a snob alcoholic. You ever meet a
Mm,
snobby alcoholic? I was a snobby alcoholic. I would drink morning, noon, and night, but damn it, I will not drink no whiskey.
You're a mess. You are a complete mess. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be
I ain't lying. I'm not lying. Hey, I'm gonna be totally transparent. I'm gonna, yes, totally transparent. Yes,
I really
indeed.
appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, that is girl, you're too much. Now, we were talking behind we were talking and
Mm-hmm.
what I wanted to know, well not wanted to
Okay.
know, but I wanted you to share. At
Mm-hmm.
what at what age? Because we okay, let me go ahead and give this information out.
Mm-hmm.
Cheryl and I, we go way back. We grew up together
Way
up in the
back. Way
mountains,
back.
mountain
Yes.
girls,
Yes.
through and through mountain girls.
Yes.
And what was interesting was Cheryl's sister and I, we hung out a whole lot. We were like, what did your mom call us? Heckle and Jekyll?
Yeah, Heckle and Jekyll. Yeah. I used to call you Dirt and Mud, but yeah, Heckle and Jekyll. Here
Yeah.
comes Heckle and
What is
Jekyll. Here. Yeah, y'all were a
we was
mess.
mud. Oh yeah, we were oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh my god. Okay. I'm sorry. I digress.
yes,
I
yeah,
digress.
we're definitely going to be off track this evening, so we
I'm gonna try so
apologize,
hard.
audience.
I'm gonna try so hard to rein it in. Girl, it has been way too long. But let's start out with the first question. Okay.
Hmm.
At what age were you aware that you had a weight and or eating this issue? At what age? And elaborate.
Um. Okay. Um. I could probably like when I was about like 5.
Okay.
Probably about I was 5. I mean, you got to realize, I mean, you knew my grandparents.
Hmm.
My grandmother was the typical, and I hate to stereotype it, but like the 50s housewife,
Hmm.
kept the house clean, made desserts every night, no matter what it was, so, nanny would feed me. I could have ate a meal, and I have, my mother would cook dinner. We'd go to my grandparents, and if they were eating dinner, my grandma would say, "Oh, come here, sit here, eat."
Hmm.
So I guess I was eating 2 dinners from the time I was the age of 5, probably till the time I was 15.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I was literally eating for two. But I mean, seriously, I mean, I just, grew up around food, grew
Hmm.
grew up around food. My family loved to cook, I mean, Laura, we used to eat.
Oh
We would eat.
man.
We used to go
Oh my
down, we
goodness.
used to go to your house, shoot.
Man.
Andrea, Gabby, your mom would cook,
Oh
and
man. Hmm.
you and Sissy, y'all two little skinny bitches, be running around, acting all cute and stuff, and my little roly poly fat ass, you know. So, but yeah, and I will never forget, when I guess it was about, I guess maybe about 10 or 12. And we were going through some old papers, at my grandparents' house on the third floor. We were cleaning up some old papers, and I found my, like, those pediatrician, they give you your shop books,
Right.
with the shots and your weight and stuff like that. I was looking through mine. I was like, when I was 5 years old, I was 89 pounds. I was like,
Wow.
well, goddamn. Yeah, I was 89 pounds. So, grew up, I really didn't have, um, um, that many problems. Believe it or
Okay.
not,
Yeah.
I did not
Hmm.
have that many problems growing up being,
Right.
um, fat, you know.
Right.
I really didn't. There was one incident that I could, Yeah, I probably could have killed the kid. But one incident, I'm going to tell a story real quick.
Okay.
I was in fifth grade. I was in fifth
Mhm.
grade, and my father's cousin was my teacher. Okay, my father's cousin. So she was my teacher, and so we went to gym. I was real close to um, one of my girlfriends. Her name was Donna, and
Uh-huh.
she was heavy too, just like me.
Mhm.
She was heavy too, just like me. And you know those little scooters, you know those little when the scooters, you know, that you scoot on that had the four teeny little wheels and stuff, and you had to sit your fat ass on. Well, I had to fit my
Mhm.
fat ass on, you know. So anyway, we were in gym class and stuff,
Mhm.
and so my girlfriend Donna, you know, she gets on a scooter first and she's scooting and stuff, and she kept on falling off because she was a big girl, you know,
Uh-huh.
too. And this one boy this one boy,
Mm.
and I don't care, I'm
Mhm.
gonna call him out. His name was Rusty Whitman. I will never forget this kid's name. I don't know where he
Musty?
is and stuff. His name was
Musty?
Rusty.
Oh,
Rusty.
I was
Not Musty,
okay.
Rusty. Yeah, his ass was
Got
Rusty, all right. Tall, skinny kid, you know, brown, curly hair, you know. He was a cute boy and stuff like that, but he was a nasty little boy. Like all
Mhm.
boys around that age. So
Yeah,
anyway,
uh-huh.
he was making fun of her. He was making
Mhm.
fun of her and stuff like that. And I was getting mad. I was, you know, I was getting heated, you know. So it was my turn. So I get on and stuff like that, you know, and I was struggling and
Okay.
stuff, and I fell off and stuff, right? And he was, you know, calling me names and stuff like that. Girl, let me tell you, I got
Uh-oh.
up with
Mhm.
my little scooter,
Uh-huh.
walked over to him, and smacked the shit out of him with that damn wooden scooter. I could have killed that boy that day.
Yes, you could have. Yeah.
His head, I mean, I sort of get, I thought his head fell off and stuff. The gym teacher grabbed me by my collar, dragged me out the gym. Well, needless to say, you know, my teacher called my dad, and you know how Mr. Ed was, right? So, you know, he comes
Yeah.
up to the school, my dad, you know, he had to hear all the story and stuff like that. And he
Mm.
was like, you know, with that Ed voice, you
Mhm.
know, said to his cousin, my teacher, well, you know, hey, he deserved it. You know, ever since that day, not one person said anything else to me since my entire school year.
Yep.
And after that, you know, it was like that day I developed confidence and, you know, almost killed a kid, but you know, hey, you know. But I mean, you know how we used to play and stuff.
Mhm.
You know, I was, you know, riding bikes and playing kickball and everything else, just like
Oh, yeah.
everybody else. And, you know,
Yeah.
so my weight didn't deter me, you know.
You were fast.
Mm.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, you
Yes,
were
I
quick.
was. Yeah, I was fast. Yeah, you didn't think so, but yeah, I'd catch your ass.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait. I remember.
But yeah, so yep. But yeah, when I was about like 5, that's when I, you know, realized, and you know, and it was with me, you know, since my adulthood until um, you know, 2004 when, you know, I decided, you know, to make that leap to get gastric bypass.
Now, before you get into that, because you basically answered my other questions,
Mhm. Mhm.
how did you feel about your weight and eating issues, and how
Mhm.
did you deal with the social and other
Mhm.
people's perspective of your weight issues? So you
Mhm.
most definitely handled him right pretty well. But also, I remember growing up with you,
Mhm.
and your sister and I, we never looked at weight at all. We just looked at
Mhm.
play, 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 play.
Mhm. Right,
We were
right, right.
we man.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, play, you know, burn down half the neighborhood, play, burn down the other half of the neighborhood. as an inside joke, but
Yeah.
no, we didn't burn down. Well, I didn't burn down any neighborhoods. Let me emphasize.
David, wait, before we go on, do you remember? Now, I did a video on this,
Mhm.
but you can elaborate more.
Mhm.
Remember when we had that massive food fight in back of the old folks home?
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Yep.
and
Mhm.
we went to Frenzies and we took all the garbage
Mhm.
and we went
Mhm.
down the hill.
Yep, down the
Now,
hill and threw all that nasty food at each other. Like we didn't have no, but you know what? That's what children did back then. Throw dirty garbage and throw garbage at each other.
now to my recollection,
Mhm.
wasn't it your idea? I believe it was yours. I believe it was your
I
idea.
I I I don't remember.
Okay.
I
Okay. Oh, what was your
But that's what we did.
okay.
We were kids, we were kids and you know, that's what we did.
You know what? And then I'm going to bring my
Oh, I can't hear
weight
you.
issue. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
Okay. What? Wait a minute. I got spam on here. Let me block this person. What are you? You had no business on my chat. Okay. Okay, hold on. Lexi Pixie asked a question. I'm just curious. Did she ever get surgery? And that's what
Yeah,
we're
I
going to
can't hear
get
you.
into. Can you hear me now?
No,
Oh, crap. Oh,
because when you were
crap. Oh,
moving, you were kind of like crackling, and then
oh
then you
no.
went out.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, Lord, please. Can you hear me now? Oh, crap. Okay, she'll be back. Okay, she will be back, I think on my end. Now you said, I'm just curious, did she get the surgery because she wanted to be or because what people thought of her? Well, I can most tell you one thing. Here she is.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep. Yep. I could.
Okay.
Thank.
Okay, great. Now, Pixie asked, I'm just curious, did she get the surgery because she wanted to or because of what people thought of her?
Lexi, to be honest with you, it was both. It was both. Um, Number one is like I was taking four different blood pressure medicines at that time. Um, my first husband, he was away.
Couldn't stand him. Oh, I'm sorry.
I just
Shoot,
didn't
sorry.
feel I just didn't feel good about my I just didn't feel good in my skin, if that's how, you know, and that's how you want to put it. I just didn't feel good in my skin. I mean, I always dressed nice, I always carried myself very
Oh, Lord.
well. Um, it was um and at that time I had the means to. I mean, I worked at a a very well-known hospital at that time,
Mhm.
and my insurance was excellent, and I was like, well, what the heck, I'm gonna go for it. And in 2004, that's when I had the surgery. And it was February of 2004, and by that December, that end of 2004, in that December, I lost, ooh, I lost maybe well over 130 some pounds. So
I
yeah.
gotta
So
say, you look.
my highest weight was 359. My
Mhm.
highest weight was 359. My lowest I ever went down was like 139.
I
And
was
I
very
looked sick.
close.
That was too skinny
Yeah.
for me. I mean, yeah, it looked like I had something wrong with me. Like
Mhm.
I was sick. I was like it looked like I was sick, but I was healthy. And then over years, I started gaining, the weight back, and then I stabled off. But um
Mhm.
I'm sure you have some questions of when the alcohol.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get into. And that was what was a catalyst in your life that made you stop and to begin to deal with your weight and your eating, and that what the question to that question.
Mhm.
Now, here, uh, now, what are your thoughts? Oh, before we get into that right there, what are your thoughts about this new wave of body positivity? Um,
Mhm.
accept me as I am, because
Mhm.
this for me. Okay, I'm not going to say how I feel about it. I've done a couple of videos about that, but but um, what are your thoughts about the body positivity? And it's known as accept me as I am movement. What are your
Mhm.
thoughts on that?
Well, I mean,
Hey, Mike. Yeah, is it too late now?
I mean,
Can you?
um,
Okay.
Okay. Tomorrow.
Let me kind
I
of give you a little
mean,
bit more
Yeah.
background on it.
If
okay.
okay.
Okay. The body positivity movement is where you have people, and some people said this to me. I'm like, oh man, I'm just so doggone fat. I got to lose some weight, and they're like, oh no, you're fine just the way you are. I was like,
Yeah,
no, I got a problem.
I know what that, and I mean, it's like it's what you feel, I
Right.
mean, people say, okay, well, you're fine the way you are and stuff like that, but
Hmm.
you might be like, okay, I'm tired of waking up in the morning and it takes me 15 minutes to get out of bed because
Yeah.
my back hurts, my arms hurt, my legs hurt, I'm swole, I'm this and that, Um, I go shopping, I have to buy a new, a pair of jeans and stuff. And, I'd like the ones that I want, I can't fit them because they don't have my
Hmm.
size or they don't fit right or, and the body positivity, thing. And it's like I say, it's everybody's different, and some people, they can embrace it, like okay, like like one person like Lizzo, I mean, she's a big woman, but she's a fucking millionaire, you know. So,
Yeah, but
she could wear the tight things and stuff because she got shit and people to squeeze her in shit,
yeah,
she's
He
not
just called me and
jiggling,
said you've been
all
trying up
over the
all day. I'm
place,
like,
you know.
but she caught a lot of backlash. Here's the other side about body positivity is where you're going to have people who do not want to lose weight who actually tell their doctors, you are fat shaming me by telling me that I need to lose
Mhm.
weight. Now,
Yeah.
when
And
Lizzo
see,
stated,
I have a problem with that. Yeah.
right, and then Lizzo
Mhm.
stated that she lost 10 pounds, and people went wild. They're like, you're big and you're supposed to be with us, and now you're yitty, 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 yitty. She got all kinds of backlash on that. So
You
what are your
know,
thoughts on that section of body positivity?
that no, because
Mhm,
if a doctor tells me and says like, okay, Cheryl, um, you need to lose 15 pounds, because, we see some blockage in your heart and stuff like
uh-huh,
that. I'm not going to say, oh, because you're fat shaming. No, you're trying to save my life, you know.
right,
So, Lizzo losing 10 pounds, good for her. Shoot, let her
right,
lose another 10. Let her lose another 10. Let her lose
yeah,
100.
and
It's
and
up to her. But, don't criticize her because, okay, yeah, she's big. Like, oh my gosh, if she loses weight and stuff like that, then she's not going to be one of us. That's
that's
like,
exactly what it is. That
that's
right
stupid.
there.
I mean, it's like, okay, accept me who I am, whether I'm 350 pounds or whether I'm
Mhm,
150 pounds.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's it's how you feel and how you perceive yourself.
Yeah, hmm, and the interesting part is this. Woo, these people are delusional. Now, there's a woman in Pennsylvania, in your neck of the woods.
Your
You know,
old
got to
neck
be
of the
some
woods.
kind of wild Pennsylvanian. Um, down near the let me see, the Philly, Harrisburg, Lancaster area.
Uh-huh.
She
Okay.
is trying to pass a legislation and
Mm-hmm.
policy to
Mm-hmm.
make doctors not to fat shame. They cannot talk about anyone's weight. Because if you say, oh, well, you need to lose some weight because of this, that, and the other. Now, me, you know how I am. I lost it, and I made a video saying, hey, well,
Mm-hmm.
if this is what you want, fine, but you don't you do not use anyone's insurance. You pay for whatever issues you have based
Mm-hmm.
on your willful ignorance and delusional bubble within life. You pay
Mm-hmm.
for whatever happens to you
Mm-hmm.
because the doctor tried to warn you, and your head is
Mm-hmm.
harder than three rocks in a cinder block, cased
Mm-hmm.
in a cake. Let me stop. I'm getting ready. Let me lean it back. Let me move it back.
Oh gosh. Oh, but yeah,
So,
I know what you're
so
saying,
yeah. And, oh,
Yeah.
and let me add a little bit more dust onto that.
Did you do
Mhm,
Cheryl?
Now they're also saying, telling men, accept me as I am, accept me. I'm
mhm,
big and I'm beautiful, accept me, but I have a preference, and my preference is I want you tall, built.
mhm,
I want you good
mhm,
looking. I
mhm.
want this. I
Hey,
want that.
yes. Mhm. Yep.
That
Mhm.
crazy stuff.
Mhm.
So, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, people are fucking crazy. I mean, you
Cuckoo
know,
for Cocoa
it,
Puffs. Mhm.
like I said, to like the old saying, to each his own, and stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, you it's your body. It's your body, you know. Hey, you want to be big, you want to be small, you do what you want to do, And if you want to be big, you want to be small or whatever, all I'm saying, just be confident in who you are,
Mhm.
Be confident who you are. But don't expect everybody to accept you, just like everybody's not going to accept a black person. Everybody's not going
Right.
to accept, a gay person. Everybody's not going to accept the trans person.
Mhm.
It's like, I'm not saying, like, okay, well, I'm big, and well, a guy's gonna have to accept me who I am and stuff like that. Hell, I got a preference too. I
Mhm.
limit. Shoot, right now, too. Let me tell you, shoot, them brothers from BTS, them Korean boys, shoot, man, shoot. Hell with the white boys and shoot. Give me a Korean shit anytime, boy. Shoot. That's my preference. That's my preference. Shoot, I don't
Trying to
want
be to
no
scare
nappy
you.
headed. I don't want no nappy headed black. The hell no. Nope, nope. Shoot. Give me one of them Korean boys. Shit.
Okay.
But
Now,
yeah.
what I found rather interesting is that they do have all these preferences, but in the same token, it's like, well, I'm heavy and I'm big and I'm this and I'm that, and accept me, and but I have these preferences, and then not even take into consideration,
Mhm.
well, what about his preference? Oh, but
Yeah.
his preferences
Oh.
don't matter. And then if you don't date me, then you're fat phobic and you're a bigot and you're all these other whatever you call adjectives
Yeah.
you can throw out there instead
Yeah.
of just saying, hey, well, why don't I just wait a minute. It gets worse.
Yeah.
It gets
That
worse. It gets
that's
worse. They I have seen articles to where now they want businesses to make seats bigger. They want businesses to make seats bigger for bigger people. And I'm like,
mm,
well, I'm thinking,
but
I had responded to a video about maybe like 200
mhm.
videos back to where I'm
Uh-huh.
like, wait a minute. And
Mhm.
not only that, but also to add bigger clothes to stores. Now,
Mhm.
this girl that I responded to, Danielle McAllister, she is a 6X. And what
Mhm.
she wanted was she wanted the stores to carry more clothes that are 6Xs. Now,
Mhm.
people are a 6X.
Right, exactly.
They
I don't know.
do.
I know 3 X's. I know 4 X's. I don't know 6 X's. I
Yeah.
mean, you have to realize and stuff like that. Like the majority. It's like, okay, so we're gonna make millions and millions of 6X clothing. Who's gonna buy all these clothing? Who's gonna manufacture all these clothing? Who's gonna pay for these workers and to make all these clothing,
Oh,
the materials and such,
let me go ahead
you
and
know.
add a
And then
add
my
an
my
extra
one
layer.
thing, and my one thing too, Laura, I mean, United States, obesity has been such a huge problem in our country because of this, body image thing and stuff. Don't you? I mean, you're like, my niece isn't even 10 years old and she's already diabetic. She's
Oh,
100 and something pounds. She's big. She's bigger than when I was her age. And it's like I'm concerned. I'm concerned about her health. You know, I'm concerned that children nowadays are so fucking sensitive about every fucking thing now because it's social media and stuff. She gets bullied in school or bullied on social media or something like that. Kids get depressed. When they get depressed, they want to commit suicide. You know, I mean, it's be healthy. Be smart. It's not. Yeah, okay, yeah, we all should live, in a rainbow, hunky dory society. Everybody love one another, huggies and this and that. But I mean, you know, no, be smart about it. If you if you're big, you're big and stuff. And I know large size women and stuff. They go to gym every day. They take care of their bodies.
Mhm.
They're just big women. They can sit there and eat, a few slices of pizza or a whole pie and stuff like that, but they're back at the gym the next day.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, but
so you know,
no
I don't
problem.
I
No,
don't
get
want to I don't want to be um or see, a loved one, someone I care about and stuff, um, take that body positivity, as an excuse to
yes.
just not taking care of themselves.
That's
You
it
know,
right there. That is
you
it
know.
in a nutshell. You take the body positivity, you
Mhm.
wear it as a badge, and then you
Mhm.
go through life saying,
Mhm.
"Well, oh, look,
Mhm.
now, now they're turning obesity into a disease, and you can collect what is it, Social Security or something of that sort. They're trying to work on that. This is nuts. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I'm
Well,
sorry.
no, no, no. That just yeah, yeah. We go that whole, oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but you mentioned something rather interesting that about the bullying. Now, we
Mhm.
didn't have a lot of bullying when we were young because we normally dealt with our bullies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
We
just
did.
we were
Yeah.
kind of we
Yeah,
were
we whooped
tough.
their ass. Yeah, we whooped their ass. Fuck
We were-
yeah, fuck that crying home, and stuff. No, you go out there and you whoop their ass.
yeah,
Simple as
we weren't
simple
allowed to go home.
simple as simple as that. Yeah, we couldn't. No, no.
Yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but before I go too far off the rails, let me what I found rather interesting, talking to you and just over the years, it's like we can not talk to each other for maybe 2 years, talk, and it's
Mhm.
like we began exactly where we ended the last time we had a
Yeah.
conversation.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
that the body positivity. Now,
Mhm.
okay, what was the defining moment in your life that made you aware that you developed a drinking problem?
Um. Well,
Okay.
like I said, when I had gastric bypass in 2004,
Uh-huh.
you have to go through a process.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
You have to go through a process. You can't walk into the doctor's office and say, okay, yeah, I'm X amount of pounds. I want this surgery and blah, blah, blah. You have to go through to a psychiatrist and nutritionist. You got to go. It's a process. So
Right.
I'll never forget my when I had a session and stuff, the psychiatrist told me, she was like, well, she's like, she said, um, you have a food addiction, one addiction could lead to another, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And, it's like whatever, it's like I don't have no addiction. I never smoked, I never did drugs. No, never did none of that stuff.
True.
Never did any of that
Mhm.
stuff. So, it was in the back of my head, but it really wasn't. So, um, after, it was maybe like 2 years after I had the surgery, maybe 2.5 years after I had it. My girlfriend came down, to Baltimore to visit, and we went out, and actually, she had gastric bypass years before me. She had
Okay.
gastric bypass years before me. And you know, um she ordered a drink and I was like, "Oh my goodness." I was like, "You could drink? You don't get sick?" And she was like, "Oh no, I don't get sick and stuff." And I was like, "Oh no, I'm afraid I might get sick." So, I think it was like the next day or something. We were, sitting around, we were talking, and she had some wine, and I had like a little, like a couple sips of wine.
Mhm.
I didn't get sick, you know. I didn't get sick, and maybe had another glass, didn't get sick. I was like, oh, okay. Drink and I don't get sick, you know? And it
Wait a minute,
just
my audio. Go ahead.
um
Hmm.
progressed
Hmm.
slowly, it just progressed slowly. It was, drinking, maybe, a drink on a weekend,
Hmm.
a couple drinks on a weekend on a Saturday.
Uh-huh.
Then it became on a Friday and Saturday.
Hmm.
Then it became Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Hmm.
And then it became drinking after work. And it just it just progressed. It was wine, and then when my favorite, this is what really, when I was able to mix vodka and diet Dr. Pepper. That was my drink. That
Vodka
Oh,
and
I can't hear
Diet
you.
Dr.
I
Pepper.
can't hear you again.
Vodka and
No,
can you hear me
can't hear
now?
you.
Oh crap. Okay, what about now?
No, can't hear you.
Ah, let me see.
Here, wait. You want me to? I can shut down and
Okay.
you want me to shut down again? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on.
Okay. Thank you. She's getting ready to come back in. There's audio issues. Yeah, vodka and Diet Dr. Pepper. No, I used to have diet. No, nothing diet. And put some ice cream on top of it and make it a float. Okay, here she is. All
There we
righty.
go. There we
Okay,
go.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear
Uh-huh.
me?
Yep,
Okay,
I can hear you.
fabulous. Okay. You
Yep.
said
Okay.
Dr. Pepper, vodka and Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. Vodka and Dr. Diet Pepper. Boy, I'm telling you, when I found that combination, let me tell you, there was no stopping me. I'm
Wow.
telling you. I'm telling you. And
Wait a minute.
Lord,
Alexi Pixie said, I would have died on the first try, vodka and Diet Dr. Pepper.
oh, tell Lexi. Well, I shouldn't say you should try it. Don't knock it till you try it. But yeah, it was, and it was like weird. It, you know what? It was like the equivalent of when you go to McDonald's and you order yourself a Big Mac and large fries and order yourself a Diet Coke. That's what I did. It was like, so I would go to the liquor store
Mhm,
and buy me a fifth and get me a diet soda.
mhm.
Get me a diet soda. But I mean, to be honest, I mean, when the psychiatrist, when I had that session and she told me, she said, just be careful because one addiction turns into another. And she was absolutely correct. It was like, and I will never, I remember two times, two, two epiphanies I had. Well, the one time I was in the shower and I said to myself, you know what? Yeah, I drink, but I'm never going to lose my job. I'm never going to lose my home. I'm never going to lose my husband. Well, guess what? I lost my job. I lost my home. I lost my husband. Damn near lost all my friends, just because I didn't want to be bothered with nobody, Mr. Smirnoff was my best friend, you know. And I'll never forget um my ex-husband said, and he put that bottle on the table. He was like, "It's either me or that," you know. And I told him to his face, I was like, "Oh, I pick you." And then he turned around and stuff and, walk upstairs and I grab myself another drink, you know?
I am so
Yeah.
sorry. Oh
Yeah.
man, I'm so sorry.
No, don't. Hey, you know what, Laura? Let me tell you. As much as those years were like my darkest years, darkest, I could honestly say right now and stuff, I'm glad that I didn't want to say it glad that it happened, but
Yeah.
that I experienced it because I'm not the person I am today. And I know that's a cliche, it's like,
Hmm.
well, if it never happened, I'm not the person. But um I learned a lot. I appreciated what I have now,
Uh-huh.
you know, because and I I went to rehab 3 times. I went to rehab three
Mm.
times. Um First rehab I went to this rehab in Jersey. I went there for I went there for 30 days. I went
Uh-huh.
there for 30 days. That was the longest 30 days of my life. Went there, came home, thought I was good and stuff. And I struggled. I struggled so, oh my God, I struggled so hard after I came out of rehab that time.
Hmm.
My one of my best friends, she was ill. She had breast cancer and well, evidently, the breast cancer won and she passed away. The day she passed away, I picked the bottle back up. I picked the bottle back up. I was never good with dealing with death,
Hmm.
never have, so I picked the bottle up, and, started spiraling down again. Um, it got to the point where, I mean, I was messing up my job like big time. So make a long story short, went to rehab again. This time I was in Florida, West Palm Beach. Went to this glamorous rehab, lived in a mini mansion, they were wonderful and stuff. Went there for 90 days. Um, Left there, they dropped me off at the airport. Guess what I did at the airport? I found me a
Oh no.
bar.
Wow.
I found me a bar. Yes, I did. I found me a bar. Yep. Yep. Had
But
me a couple drinks and yep. My husband picked me up and stuff and smelled liquor on my breath
mm,
and he just shook his head, and at this point and stuff, I mean, he was just like, I can't do it no more, And I didn't blame him. I was home for like 2 weeks and I went back.
mm.
I went
But
back and I
but
stayed in rehab.
but what made you go back? You just left the rehab, you had all those tools to work with. So,
Cause I didn't want to I didn't want to put the work in. It was easy for
okay.
me to just go back to rehab, and just not deal with anything,
Mhm.
just not deal with anything. I just, you know, I just didn't want to put the work in.
Okay.
And then when I make a long story short and stuff, he, after I came back from rehab and stuff, well, yeah, our relationship was shot to hell. Um, Packed me up, moved up to Pennsylvania, and I was still drinking and stuff. Um, the only people that really stood by me was, Jasmine and and my sister. Really, I was working and stuff, and then almost 3 years ago, 3 years ago, I went to the ER. because I was drinking and I just wanted to give up, you know. And my daughter came and stuff, and she was like, um, I love you and stuff like that, but I'm not going to give you one of my livers or whatever my organs if something
You
happens to
sound like
you.
Jasmine. That's woo. Mm.
And
Cheryl?
my sister said, yes,
Okay, I'm sorry. I moved and I gotta
and
check in my
oh,
wires. Go ahead.
oh, okay. And then my sister said, asked the doctor, said, can you put her on naltrexone and stuff? Now naltrexone is a medication for people that have opioid addiction.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's for people that have opioid addiction. And um, um, they told me about it and stuff, and they said, why don't you try it and stuff? So, that night when I left the ER and stuff, Laura, I lie to you not. I came home and stuff. I took a shower. I came upstairs, and I laid down, and I just looked at the ceiling, you know, and all I remember, I said, I'm tired. I'm ready. That's all I said. I'm tired. I'm ready. That's it. Those 4 words. Now, when I said that and stuff, I figured one or two things are going to happen. I'm tired. I'm ready to fight and to fight this addiction,
Mhm.
or I'm tired and I'm ready to die from my addiction. And that next morning would determine what was going to happen. And
Mhm.
I woke up that next morning and I lied to you not. I had no desire whatsoever to drink. And I don't care if people say, well, you know, you made up your mind or something like that. I think it was divine intervention. It was
Mhm.
God. It was, he was like, okay, you fought and you fought to be here. So, you know, and I haven't touched a drink since. I haven't touched a drink since. Don't want, and you know what? And I can tell you, it's like my nephew. He drink he got Hennessy in the refrigerator. My mom drinks beer every night. She got a free. I swear to God, she
Miller's
built like a
Light, right?
Coors.
What was it?
Coors
Bud Light?
no, now it's
Bud's Light
Coors
or
Light. Now it's Coors Light. She has like a freaking Coors Light fort. She has like cases stacked up and stuff. And it just doesn't bother me. It I have no desire, no nothing now. Now when I first, was going through my 30 days and stuff, my first 30 days were like the hardest. And it wasn't the hardest like as far as yeah, um fighting to not drink, but it was the
right?
hardest that, like, if I did drink, I might die because
Mm.
I felt like if I start drinking again this time, I'm going to drink to the point where I want to die, you know.
Oh.
But when I
Mhm.
start, I will not stop until I like, you know, go into a freaking coma or something.
Mm.
But yeah, yeah. But and when they say, um when and you hear this from alcoholics, from
Mhm.
addicts, anybody that had an addiction and stuff, you say, once you stop, your life changes. And a lot of
Mhm.
times people always say, oh yeah, they're just talking shit. They ain't, they're, you know, And I am proof positive. It's like when I stopped drinking, things just started falling into place. I stopped drinking in November. Stopped drinking in November. I got a new position in January, right
Mhm.
after the holidays. You know, that following August, you know, I got my car. You know, things just started falling into place. I started saving money. Do
Mm.
you know how much? You know how much a freaking being an alcoholic is expensive. Being a alcoholic is expensive. That is no
Wow.
cheap addiction. I swear to gosh. I don't know how crackheads do it, but I swear to God, I swear to God, a freaking alcoholic, that shit is expensive. I swear to God. I was like, what the hell? It was like I was spending like 20, $30 a day, on vodka and had to get my diet soda, But I was like, oh my God, that's a freaking expensive ass addiction, you know? And my skin started, being brighter
Mhm.
and my hair it's just things just started, falling into place. Your mind is more clear, it's 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 mind blowing. It just really really is. It really really is. you know and I've been to AA meetings, and and people and I truly 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 believe in AA meetings and stuff. Me, I'm going to be honest, I don't go. I do not go to
Okay.
AA meetings. I do not go to AA meetings. Um I pray. I pray a lot. I pray a lot. I will go on, you could, you know, look at AA meetings, online and stuff. Do
Okay.
it once in a while and stuff, but God keeps me grounded. He is my AA meeting. He is my AA meeting. Um, it works for me. It may not work
Mhm.
for someone else, you
Yeah.
know. And there are people that they need those meetings,
Yeah.
And if you need those meetings, you go to those meetings. If somebody asks me, Cheryl, I have to go to a meeting and stuff like that. Would you come with me? Oh, yes, I will. I will come with you. I will definitely come with you. But like I said, it always sticks in the back of my head when that therapist told me that one addiction, could lead to another, you know, and it did. And when it did,
Wow.
it hit hard. I would have rather if somebody told me if I had a choice, Cheryl, would you have still had that gastric bypass and knowing what I had to go through and stuff, I would have been like, hell no, I would not have had it. Hell no, I
Mm.
would have took my chance. Nope, I would not have had it. No, no, I would not have had it.
That's what I was gonna ask
Even
you.
even though
That's what I
my
was gonna.
life, even though my life is wonderful now, and I'm
Mhm.
blessed with everything I had, if I had to go back to the year 2004
Mhm.
and had the choice for that surgery, knowing that I know now and what I went through, nope, I will find another way.
Yeah.
I will find another way and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
I was gonna ask you that. Did you think the gastro bypass? Because I known you for a very, very, very long time.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
growing up, drinking heavily like that was not what we did. We simply did not do that.
Yeah, we had our little parties and stuff,
Yeah,
and did
little dumb stuff, yeah.
yeah,
Little
but it
house
wasn't like,
parties.
yeah, it wasn't like,
The
you
roof,
know,
the
yeah.
roof, the roof is
Mhm.
on fire.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now, now, do you mind if I open it up to see if anybody has any questions?
Mhm. Yeah, sure, no
Okay.
problem.
Okay, you can, if you like, I'm going to drop a link if you would like to come up and ask questions, or you can call in if you choose to, if you would like to ask Cheryl or I any questions. Let me bring it out. Where are you? Yeah, you can call at 202-292-7538 if you choose to. And the link is in the chat. Yeah, because I was going to ask you that, and wow. I mean, I feel, oh my goodness, just you going through all of those things. Now, I'm just feel so terrible.
Mm. No,
I
don't
feel
make me because,
terrible.
well, yeah, if you were around me, yeah. Like I talk to my ex-husband now. I mean, we're good friends now. We came to
Good.
a place and stuff. I tell him too. I was like, you know what? I was like, hell. I said, if I could divorce myself back then, I would have divorced myself because I couldn't stand I was you you talk about an evil bitch. I
Mm,
was beyond evil. I was I was beyond evil.
mm,
Lord, if you know me, you wouldn't have thought it was me. You would not have thought it was me. I was
mm,
like, and I look back, I was like, oh my God,
hmm
it was, oh my gosh, it was crazy. And I will tell you one thing, and it's one thing that I did take, like I said, I don't go to AA meetings, but I have gone to some in the beginning and such, where you have to make amends, for the people that you've hurt and stuff, that I have done. That I have done.
good.
I did. I had to, I had to. And thank God, God, you know, um everyone, accepted, my apology. And like the last one was my ex-husband. I mean, me and him did not talk for 2 years. We literally did not talk for 2 years, and he was and still is like my best friend,
He's a good man.
and I
Too, he
hurt him
looks so good. I'm sorry.
I hurt him so bad,
Yeah.
you know, thank God, I'm blessed that he's back in my life and,
Mm.
you know, given the second chance. And I'm glad I'm able to tell I'm glad I'm here to tell my story,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure,
because
I really wanted you to do this because I figured that you can not only talk about it, but when you voice your experiences, you can possibly touch someone who's having the
Mhm.
same struggles and
Yeah.
who may just need that I can touch it. It's tangible. I can do this.
Yeah. Yeah. You may think you can't, because let me tell you, I thought I couldn't. Oh, I can't even count how many times. I can't even count how many times I done promised myself, okay, I'm not going to drink today. I'm done. I'm not going to
Mhm.
drink. And Lord, oh my gosh, I'd be like, oh my God, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God, I need a drink. I need a drink and stuff. And I'll tell you, I got so bad. Let me tell I gotta tell you this story. I got so bad. It's like, um, I get home from work. I get home from work and wouldn't even take my work clothes off, wouldn't take my work clothes off and go to the liquor store, get my vodka, get my wine, get that, start drinking and stuff. Half the time, I wouldn't even eat dinner. I wouldn't even sit down.
Whoa.
I wouldn't even sit down with my husband to eat dinner. I'd maybe pick a little something like that. I was worried about drinking. I would drink and drink and drink until I couldn't. I would go upstairs and stuff and have my glass of wine and stuff on my nightstand practically every
Mhm.
night, you know, with wine in it and drink during the night. I wake up drunk.
Wow.
I'd wake up drunk, jump in the shower and go to work, you know, fight, try to do my job, try to do my job. The one damn time and stuff, I caught myself packing my lunch and stuff. I thought I grabbed the Coca Cola. Here, I grabbed a can of beer, took it to work.
Mm.
It
Wow.
was a mess. It's so exhausting. It's so freaking exhausting being an alcoholic. It's tiresome. It's tiresome. That's why I said I was either tired. It's tiresome. Mentally,
Mm.
physically. It's just, oh my god. I didn't want to do anything. Oh,
This is really helpful to me because I really didn't understand my ex-husband. Because you remember my ex-husband,
yeah. Mhm. Mhm.
and he was a serious drinker, and he would his thing was Bacardi. He would have these
Mhm.
big Bacardi bottles.
Mhm.
And when he went to Mexico, he came back with a huge one. I'm like,
Mhm.
no, no. Well, what I did was we got into this. We were always arguing and fighting, and
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
our children
Yeah.
would, have to hear us yelling at each other, and then he would want to go spend time with his mother and his stepmother and father, and he would take the car, and I'm like, oh man, and then I would call him up. I would hear slurring, and I'm like,
Mhm.
going on up
Mhm.
there to go get the
Mhm.
children. I'm yelling and screaming at him, like, why would you do this? Just put the damn. But his father was a serious drinker. He could drink people under the table.
Mhm. Mhm.
And my ex-husband, he was like a close second. And
Mhm.
I just was so
Mhm.
angry and frustrated that I would act out in ways like one time. Oh, you're gonna say, Laura, that was stupid. One one time he got so drunk he passed out in the bathtub. No water. He just passed out there. So what I
Uh-huh.
did was
I
I
done fell
took
in the bathtub a lot of times. Yeah, I done fell in the
well
tub. Yeah. What?
well
Yeah, no water,
I
but yeah.
I what I did was I was so mad I put nail polish and lipstick and um put some eyeshadow on them and rouge. I was so pissed, and then I videotaped him. I was trying to shame him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send this to your mother so she can see what you're doing. That was so adolescent. I was so angry. And and then when
Mm,
he got up, he got up and he was still drunk. He passed out for maybe at least about maybe about a half hour. He got up and
mhm.
he looked in the mirror, and it took him about 5, 10 minutes to realize that he had makeup on. And then he looked at his fingers, and then he started crying because he thought that he went to work looking like that. And And then I'm there with the video camera, and I'm like, now,
Oh
didn't I tell you about your drinking? You need help, blah, 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 blah.
my
And
god.
then he got mad at me and just took the video and threw it down and started screaming. We're
Oh
yelling at it.
my god.
But but you helped me understand his internal struggles. And now he's going to AA, which
Mhm.
he went to AA. He was at work. He had a bad day. He drank. Then he went to AA and he said, "Look, I had something to drink. Do you want me to leave?"
Mhm.
And they're like, "No, you're in the right place."
Mhm. Yeah, I went to AA a couple times drunk. Yeah, yeah. Because the damn AA meeting was across the street from the damn liquor store. And I was like, well, hell, shoot, like,
Wow.
that's like, literally like putting a fat girl in front of a piece of cake, not expecting me to take a piece, and I was
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
when I look back at it and stuff like that, it was just, oh my God, it was, it was tiresome. It was really, really, it was tiresome. It, you know, um, it was something literally that I would not wish on anyone to go through. And the stories I've heard from the women and men when I was in rehab, I mean, they're sad, and the people, I mean, all walks of life, all, I mean, literally all walks of life, I mean, addiction, no matter what it be, alcohol, drug addiction, or everything, it's a very, very sad and dark um place in life. If you ever went through it, going through it, you know, you really, you know, have to find that inner strength, if you believe in God, if you don't believe in God, if you believe in Buddha, if you believe, whatever, you have to really find that inner strength. I know for me that um I can never drink again, I don't want to drink again, you know. There's some people that, they're alcoholics and they could drink like on their birthday. They could drink on a holiday and, you know, and do it that one day or that one, have that one drink and stuff. And then me, I know I can never do that. I can never do that, you know. And you know what? I'm fine with it. I'm fine with
Good.
it. I could walk into a liquor store and I could buy, and I have done it. I've done it several times. I buy bottles of wine for like my boss and and friends, for birthdays, anniversaries and stuff. It doesn't even phase me anymore. It
Oh, what a
it doesn't even
blessing.
phase me anymore. Yeah, and you know what? And Lord, because it's like so many blessings now,
Mhm.
why would I want that up? Why would I want to give this up? I
Yeah.
get up in the morning and it's like, oh, I can breathe. I feel good. I don't have that nasty hangover. I don't have to struggle like, oh, get out of bed and oh my gosh. It was like I was drunk. I'd be drunk like for like 2 and 3 days straight and stuff. I wouldn't even know what the hell day it was half the time, you
Wow.
know.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I'd be drinking all through the day, all through the night and stuff like that. I wouldn't know what day it was, you know. You know, I wouldn't know what day it was, you know.
Mm.
Um, yeah, so it
I cannot thank you enough for bearing your soul the way you did. And I'm looking at the chat
mhm.
and I would like for one person to come up. I don't want to put this person on blast, but you could call in, you don't have to you could put an avatar on, just click the link and I can bring you up if you want to. That would be great for you to share a story if you choose to.
Mhm.
But Listening to you, you're most definitely helping me so much. And I'm getting ready to admit this. I
Mhm.
have an eating issue. I
Mhm.
do. I didn't get a gastro bypass. No, I did the lap band and it didn't work. It
Mhm.
didn't. I was
Mhm.
too afraid to do the sleeve, and I
Mhm.
was really terrified of doing the gastro bypass.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
just thought, let me go ahead and do the little lap band and let me
Mhm.
see how that worked. And it did. And then, my life really started to fall apart. Just
Mhm.
I have to tell you that off. I have to have a long conversation with you, but I have rebuilt. Woo.
But yeah,
But
but
mm,
and like with you know, with the eating disorder, you know, um, and I'll still have an eating disorder. I just can't eat as much as I want to because my stomach can't hold as much as I
mhm,
could, as I could,
yeah.
Um, and I'm not knocking gastric bypass and stuff
Stop it. Oh,
whatsoever,
yeah. Do you have my stuff over
whatsoever.
there, Charlotte?
Me, I just um
I got a mail.
if I had that choice, I would not
Mhm,
have done it because of what I went through afterwards, you know,
yeah.
simple as that. But I mean, there's people, that haven't and they're successful, they're fine, they're,
Mhm,
and that's great, And and it's not just, it wasn't just the gastric bypass. It was
Mhm.
things,
I need it.
in life sometimes,
Damn
you get to a point where you just,
it.
unhappy with yourself.
mhm,
You're just, I was just, I was just unhappy with myself,
right.
you know, um, and drinking made it easy,
Mhm,
to escape, and like you said, alcohol's antidepressant. So the more you drink, the more you're depressed. The more you depress, the more you drink.
mm,
It's just an ending of a cycle, and
Wow. Uh-huh.
you go on that cycle, like you're a hamster on a
You showing
wheel,
stuff.
and you keep on doing that for years.
huh,
You know, one or two things are going to happen. Either you're going to get tired and you're going to stop and you
mhm,
jump off that wheel,
right.
or you're going to die. You
Mm,
know, one or two things are going to happen. And that's like I said, that's with any addiction. Drug
mhm,
addiction and everything. It's
Damn
rough, and
issues.
I would
Okay.
never, and I used to be one of those people, especially like living in
All right.
Baltimore.
uh-huh,
All right.
The heroin capital of the freaking East Coast.
mhm,
Um, Seeing these addicts, nodding all over the place, at Lexington
Wow.
Market and this and that. And, I remember walking past like, oh my God, like how did they get that way? How
mhm,
they just stop,
mhm,
you know, and then look, I'm just the same way, except I'm not, hanging on a corner, you know.
Whoa.
I'm in the house,
uh-huh.
drink myself to death.
Mm, that is
So,
powerful.
that's
That
why
is
it's like
very, very
I
powerful.
never would look down on somebody that has, you know, injection and, or somebody say, well, why can't they just stop? Well, because they can't. They
Mhm,
can't just they don't have it in them yet.
mm,
Hopefully, prayerfully, they will, you
mhm,
know, but at that moment and stuff, they can't, you know. like that night, I said, I'm tired,
Stop
I'm
it.
ready, you know, one or two things are going to happen. I'm going to get up the next morning and start my life over, without alcohol in it, or I'm going to get up the next morning and run down
I
to the
gotta
liquor
go.
store and, you know, ev- you know, eventually end it,
Mm. Oh my
so
goodness.
yeah.
You just don't know how
I gotta go. I mean, also.
oh my goodness. I could not imagine you not being here.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Oh
I,
well.
I would not be in a good place.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, God let me hang around and get on y'all nerves a little bit longer. No,
Well,
like
I
I said,
take it.
you always have a purpose, always have a purpose in life, always have a purpose in life, and I hope um, one of your listeners, can relate or know somebody that's going
Mhm,
through,
mhm,
a struggle, whether it be alcoholism, drug addiction, eating disorders,
mhm.
you know, um, and
I'm done.
try to
I
get
gotta
them
go
help,
now and stuff. I
you know,
forgot it.
just be
Huh?
by them. And
I
and
forgot it.
you know,
Stuff.
somebody
And
like you,
Lauren
having
showing some
lived with
shit.
somebody
Look at me long
that
enough to
was,
give it to
you
me.
know, that had an alcohol problem,
Mm.
that's tough on you
I
too.
forgot
'Cause
you.
Oh
I
my
know,
goodness, yeah.
I
I
forgot
know
you.
what I went through, with my husband.
Come
You know, he just didn't
I know
know
she
what
can
he just
stuff
got
over
to the
there.
point he just didn't know what to do.
Just
Yeah,
At
told me to
first,
be
yeah.
quiet.
at first he was my enabler, and anytime I
Mhm,
wanted to do, go to the liquor store, buy me this, buy me a pint, buy me, running back
mhm,
and forth to the store, and he would do it and stuff. And then it became, no, I'm not going to do it and stuff like that.
mhm,
Then I'd be mad and pissed off and have a fit. And,
mhm.
it just wore him down, and,
Yeah,
I felt sorry. I felt sorry for him now. I mean, back then, it was just I wanted what I wanted,
right.
just like anybody, that has an addiction. So, it takes a toll on, the individuals and people that are, being affected by that person, that has that addiction too.
Yeah, it's oh man, having that type of addiction in any type, because I
Mhm.
have family members who also struggled with drugs, and uh it's hard,
Mhm.
especially on a person that loves a person that has the addiction. And yeah,
Mhm.
you do enable. And
Mhm.
I had enabled my ex-husband.
Mhm.
And then,
Mhm.
I'm thinking, and then he'll say, I'll stop. And then I would believe it
Mhm.
every time he
Yep.
said it. And I'm
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
we're gonna get our family together, we're gonna move, we're gonna
Mhm.
get out of here. I'm
Mhm.
going through college and I'm,
Mhm.
and when he told me this broke me in half. He told me, he said promises were meant to be broken.
Mm.
And I just fell to the floor. Hold on. Yes, mom.
I need stuff for Shauna. I don't know where it's at.
You have to ask Shauna.
Huh?
You have to ask Shauna.
Shh.
I can't.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Mhm. That's okay. But yeah.
And it just broke me. And I gotta say now my ex-husband and I, we're in a better place to where we can communicate. We do
Mhm.
talk. I made a funny video about it and I sent it to him.
Mhm.
I'll send you the video. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna say, "That's my friend, her and her crazy self."
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. But it's yeah, I'm glad that we're in a good place. And I'm glad he's still here, your ex-husband, because it's because
I
a lot of people don't make it out. A lot of
mm,
people don't make it, you know. A lot of people don't make it. And
I got it.
you
and
know.
and what's interesting is I went from my ex-husband to my old man who's a drinker too. I'm like,
Mhm.
how did I go from one to the other?
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
mean, he could, my old man could really, well, not my old man. We gotta stop saying that because right now we're no longer together. And yeah, it's like I'm always and it's sort of we sort of like faded away.
Uh-huh.
And I,
Uh-huh.
I I got to the point where I'm like, look, my ex-husband was an alcoholic, and you can't come to my house and knock on my door and be the drunk. Like, no, you can't.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
and then it would be a fight and an argument, and he would get drunker than Cootie Brown. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
And
Oh my
he's one of
God.
those types of alcoholics who can get belligerently drunk to where when you walk, you fall, you just do not have your faculties. But then again, give him a day and then he'll remember everything what happened.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
like, how is that possible? How is that possible?
Still heard in the
Yeah.
mailbox. I
Yeah.
got mine in there.
Yeah.
No, I
I
gotta go
I
do it
remember
then.
to the point, yeah, I just lose control of your body,
I don't even know
losing
what time I
control
do
of your
college
body,
today.
you know.
I
It's
hope they don't get it after 8.
crazy, but
Girl, I have to thank you. You have helped. You have done so much good in this video right here because
What's
mhm.
up with the dog?
I know you have helped people right now. And as this video goes out, you're going to help more people
Mhm.
because just by you telling me that you needed find that spot to where you were just tired. I'm sorry, you were just tired and you
Mhm.
can't do it anymore.
Mhm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And it wasn't overnight. Some
Uh,
people, they think like, oh, just probably did it for about a year, maybe 6 months. No, this was years, years, you know, years. And um, like I said, after I stopped and started getting sober, you know, um, things in life just started falling into place, you know. Um, so whoever's out there thinking that, oh my God, things are never going to get better again, it trust me, it will. It will. Whatever you've lost, I'm telling you, whatever you lost, you will gain back plus.
mm,
And that's the God's honest truth because I have what I've lost and stuff, I've gained back plus. I mean, next year and stuff, I'll be moving to a condominium, in Baltimore, you know. So it's like, yeah,
I'll be
girlfriend got
there.
it going on.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go there.
Girlfriend got, oh, trust you me.
I'm gonna be there.
Oh, wait.
Oh man, I'm
Yes,
sorry.
indeedy. Yes, indeedy. But like I said, you get that your mind, you get that clarity, and you know, come on now. We were we were always smart cookies.
Yeah.
So yeah. We got it together. We got it together. But I love I just want to thank you for the platform that you created um for everyone. you know um it's it's good to help people. It's good to help people. It's good to have these discussions,
Yeah.
with people, like I said, that either going through it, or know going through it. you know um it's a good thing that you what you're doing. Really good thing.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that.
I can't hear you again.
Oh,
Damn it.
what about now? Can you hear me?
Wait a minute.
Oh
Hold
man.
on. I'm gonna log off. I'm gonna sit back on. Hold on one
Ah,
second. Hold on.
oh man. Okay. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I hope you learned a lot from this. This is really unveiling. I hope that this has touched and reached someone. Because I've known my friend Cheryl for a very long time. Ooh, for about 40 years.
Okay.
Okay, what about now?
Yep. Good.
Okay. I just was saying that that I cannot thank you enough, and just for you to share your story. And
Mm-hmm. Sure.
oh my goodness. And this platform, it just sort of I've been working on it for about a year.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And
Good.
yeah, I really like what I do.
Yeah, you're good at it. You're good at it. Because when I first seen it, I was like, "What the hell's Laura doing?" I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, because I looked at it, I was like, "What the hell?" I thought it was a joke or something. And I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Oh no, this is real."
Which video was it? Do you remember?
Um, oh, it was the first one I seen was about um Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah. That was the first one about Jada Pinkett Smith and the affair and Will Smith and all that bull crap with that guy. Yeah, I forget the guy's name she was having an affair with or whatever.
Alcino or Al what
Alfie, yeah,
August,
whoever
all
and stuff. But then watching the other videos and stuff, and then when the Johnny Depp trial came out, oh my God, yeah, I was,
I just look.
oh my gosh,
I gotta say, I
Lord.
really held a whole lot back because you know how I can get. It's like,
Oh my
oh,
gosh,
I
yeah.
can't stand lion heifers. Oh, I can't stand them. Oh,
Lord have mercy, Lord.
woo. And now I'm dealing with Johnny Depp, but now I've gotten into Marilyn Manson. Oh, that's what I want to ask you. I want to ask you. Now, I know that you are aware of Marilyn Manson. I don't know if you have, I don't know if you're familiar with his music.
Yeah,
Um, oh, you are?
yeah, a little
With
bit.
him? Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, come on,
Well,
Laura. Look where we grew up at. Come on now.
yeah. Okay.
You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
come on.
No, I mean, because I was telling my audience that at one time, we were like, well, we sort of like listen to like R&B and
Hmm.
rap and this, that, and the other, but then we would go and sneak and listen to like Journey and REO Speedwagon
Hmm.
and oh
Yeah.
yes, and the Romantics. The
Kiss.
secrets that you keep. Oh yeah. And then my brother would
Yes.
wear the wigs, and he was out there being a serious heavy metal rocker. And then by
Mhm.
him being short and black, it was like, really? You know, oh, and then because I liked, also rock too, I got into a couple of fights. I'm like, that's what music I like. Remember
Mhm.
when my dad bought me the little portable. Now I'm going way back here. Before there were boom boxes, you had like no, before there were Walkmans. Remember
Mhm.
when I had that small little portable? No, it wasn't small, but it was a portable cassette player that had
Yeah.
headphones to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
With the headphone. Yeah. Mhm.
right. And then you could take it out and listen. Now I'm
Uh-huh.
walking down the street listening to Journey. And then somebody said, I can't remember whose kid it was, but I got into a fight. I got into a fight. Some black boy said, "Stop listening to that white boy music." And then I got into a fight. And I'm like, "Bro, I listen to what I want to listen. Nah, you over there. Da, 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 da." Next thing you know, he punches me in the face, and then we're just,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, yeah. And I'm
Oh
like,
my
and
gosh.
and like, remember Kip?
Ki-
Uh, yeah, Kip. He's a tall Italian. Oh, can you hear me? Oh, Cheryl, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Ah,
I
Dios.
lost
Oh
you again.
man. Oh, wait a minute. What about now? Can you hear me? It has to be the wires. Ugh.
Wait a minute.
What
Hold on,
about?
darling. Hold on.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Back when I was young, listening to what they wait a minute, called white boy music, I got into a fight over that because I happen to like it. Yeah, Journey, yes, Romantics, Soft Cell. I was aware of Marilyn Manson. He just sort of scared me, so I really didn't listen to the music until I heard. Okay, what about now?
Yep. Back in
Okay,
action.
okay, and listening to I just recently started listening to Marilyn Manson. It's like beautiful people. Da, 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 da. I like that song. Oh man, yeah. So I've been covering his trial or his court case. Now, what he did,
Mhm.
I'm so glad Johnny Depp did what he did. I'm so glad Marilyn Manson is doing what he's doing, and that is suing the women that lie on him.
Mhm.
I'm like, yes. So
Mhm. Mhm.
his ex,
Mhm.
Evan Rachel Wood, she's a part of
Mhm.
Was it Westworld? Somebody please correct me. Somebody please help me out here. Is it Westworld?
I don't know.
Well, she, oh man, she is a piece of work.
Mhm.
And I'm being nice when I say that. She said that, first, she said that he groomed her and was with her when she was underage, and I can't say the R word, so I have to say great. There are certain
Mhm.
things that I can't say because YouTube will flag you and
Mhm.
and all kinds of stuff. So just to kind of like take my lead. Yeah, I know it's wild. Graped her and A S abused her, next
Mhm.
abused her,
Mhm.
and all and oh and it goes on. But then
Mhm.
again, she
Mhm.
stayed with him for like a 13, almost 10, 12 years. Broke up the man's marriage,
Uh-huh.
broke up his marriage,
Mhm.
and his first wife, Dita, a wonderful woman, she just looked at that thing
Mhm.
that was interested in him. And she just said, you go ahead. And she probably thought, oh, you're going to have a whole lot of problems.
Mhm. Mm.
So now he's suing her, and I can't wait because she's going to have to eat every single word that she said. Now, she went as
Mm,
far
mm,
as
mm.
recruiting her wing women to also jump into it to say that Marilyn Manson abused them, had raped them. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. 4 years. Thank you, Nibs and Jabs. Um,
Mhm.
abused them, raped them. One went as far as saying, wait a minute. I'm not going to look that up. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say anything that's not true. But she has like 3 or 4 other women trying to sue him. It's a mess.
Man, that's you
Yeah.
know what? And you know, these uh, s- these high profile people, I should
Oh,
say,
S
because
trafficking. I'm sorry, S trafficking.
you
Thank you,
know,
Nibs and Jabs. Mhm.
you know, um, you know, it's so it's so hard, when something legit happens to
Mhm.
a male or a female, I mean, female or male,
Mhm.
because you got high, powerful women out there and stuff like that that do the same shit to men as
Mhm.
men do to women,
Mhm.
so let's keep it real.
Mhm.
And, it's, like for an average, person, you know, uh, uh, I'm just gonna make an example like a woman, working a 9 to 5 job, having her boss or somebody like in high powered, goes through that, you know, she can't. There's, there's nothing she could do because it's like. Who's going to believe them? It's like,
Mhm.
oh my God, here comes another one,
Uh-huh.
well, why did you wait, so long and this and that, what, like 10, 15, 20 years go by and stuff, and now you want to say something,
Mhm.
and it just makes things so, I really wish, and I can't speak on any, abusers and stuff because I've not been one, I haven't, you know, abuse someone, Um, but my thing is like, you know, if it happens, like you teach your children, like if somebody touches you the wrong way, if somebody, does something inappropriate to you and stuff, tell someone.
Right.
Tell someone, and it's like it just it and and I know everybody has the reasons, and they're traumatized, no matter what it may be, but it it's hard for me sometimes to like, you know, to feel sympathy because it's like why are you waiting so long? Why do you wait so long? Why do you wait 10, 15, 20, 25 years? You know what I'm saying? You know, I I I don't know. I just
But these women waited all this time, and the ones I'm speaking about in Marilyn Manson was based on a lie. Now, the
yeah,
whole
and it
thing
makes
was
it hard,
Evan
yeah.
Rachel Wood, in my opinion, did this when he was getting ready to get married. And
Oh,
after when he got married, then all
mhm,
this stuff started coming out.
mhm,
Now, Evan Rachel Wood, Marilyn Manson proposed to Evan twice. And for some reason, they weren't able to get down the aisle for her to
mhm,
become Mrs. Marilyn Manson or
mhm,
Evan Rachel Manson. Out.
mhm,
But then when he married his wife, oh man, not Ashley. Lindsay. He married Lindsay, and Evan even went after Lindsay. Filed a police report on her saying that she took photos and was what did she say? That she was blackmailing her.
Mm.
And then when you saw the picture, now
Mhm.
um Evan Rachel Wood, she's a Jewish, she's a convert, and she's
Mhm.
taking a picture with Marilyn Manson in this pink this pink Oompa Loompa type of outfit. Now, if it's anything,
Oh
Marilyn
my god.
Manson should have said that right there is blackmail. Dude, you should see the way he looked.
Oh my god.
But then Evan
Oh my
Rachel
god.
Wood is there. Now she's a converted Jew, and she's
Uh-huh.
dressed like Hitler. And she's dressed like Hitler. That wasn't the first time. I know. And
Oh
I'm
my
waiting for the
god.
Jewish community to come out and denounce her. They haven't said nothing. And then at
What
a
the?
concert, I know. And then at a concert, she's throwing the Nazi salute in the back. She's the Marilyn Manson's concert, and you could tell it's her, and there's no one else that that would allow to be in that section, but except someone that he personally knows, in my opinion.
Wow.
But when you really look at it, you can see it's her, and she's doing the Nazi salute. Crickets.
What the hell?
No
Oh
one
my god.
came out and denounced her. She did not have to apologize.
Oh
It was
my
like,
god.
take one for the team. I threw my hands up. I'm like,
Mm.
I'm just so upset about that. But I just wanted to get your thoughts on Marilyn Manson. But oh, and Amber Heard. This woman is a gift that keeps on giving. She's always going to give me content. Always. This woman has embarrassed the United States. I didn't think that that could be possible because the US does some ratchet stuff. No. Amber
What
takes
you
it to the
do?
next level. Tell you
What
what
did
this
she
heifer
do?
did. Let me tell you what this heifer did. Now, after when she loses and she has to pay $10 million to Johnny Depp, and the heifer hasn't paid yet.
Oh shoot, I can't. Hold on.
Oh,
Damn it. Hold
oh
on.
man.
Hold on. Oh,
Okay. I don't know what it is. Oh, man, I hope I just got this computer. Okay.
okay, good.
Okay. So, she after when she loses the court case, she said that she paid her
Yeah.
lawyers. Then she
Huh?
said she paid her. Can you hear me? Cheryl.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Then she after when she loses, she said that she paid her lawyers $6 million because Johnny gave her 7 million in a divorce settlement. Then he turns around and sues her because he was saying how he raped her and beat her
Uh-huh.
and before they got married he beat her and then they got married. I'm just like, no,
Yeah.
no, there's no woman who was going to get beat the way she said that he beat her and then turn
Uh-huh.
around and marry him. No.
Right. Right.
And she's saying all these lies. Now, after when he proves that she's a liar and that
Mm-hmm.
she defamed him, he lost his
Mm-hmm.
job, he lost Pirates of the Caribbean, he
Mm-hmm.
lost the Grimswald or whatever the thing was. He had another movie with trilogy with Disney. He gets
Mm-hmm.
fired from
Hmm.
everything.
Yeah.
Down
Yeah.
down to him having $2.50 and some food stamps, right? Then once she then once he oh man, I couldn't believe it. Then someone released the film or the video, the secret recording of her saying, Johnny, stop being a baby. I didn't, I, I didn't deck you. I punched you. Why are you being a baby? Why don't
Mhm.
you be a right?
Mhm.
Okay, all that. Now
More.
she goes to
Sissy say hi.
hey, tell Sissy I said hi. Then then she goes to Israel with her girlfriend after when she left Johnny or she divorced Johnny. Then she started dealing with a woman. She goes to Israel, and don't you know that she decides to get into a physical altercation with her girlfriend in a hotel that spilled out into the hallway, and she's slobber knocking her girlfriend. You can't make this stuff up. You can't. And then the Israeli what do you call it? I guess hotel security comes
Oh,
up and tries to break it up, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not paying customer," going back to beating the crap out of her girlfriend. You can't
oh
make this
wait.
up.
I lose her. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, you lost me again? Oh, I don't know what the issue is. I truly don't know. If you have any questions, come on up if you want to ask or call in. Let me put my number back up if you want to call up or call in. Oh, it's going on a 2 hour mark. And I really thank you for being here. I truly do. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
What are you on your computer or on your cell phone?
I'm on my phone.
Okay. Well, that right there is you, not me.
Oh, okay. Well, excuse. Okay. All right. Well, shoot, we've been on it for almost 2 hours, so we're almost done.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But this is what Amber does. Now she goes over and then she does that over there in Israel. Then she goes over to Australia. Oh, she's an international fool. She has embarrassed this country. But this is the worst part. She takes her stinky butt over to Spain. You can't make this stuff up. She takes her stinky butt over to Spain, and then she leans over with some friends. She pulls down her pants and takes a deuce on
What?
the street. Yeah, on the street.
What
It's
is wrong with?
embarrassing. She
Okay,
makes Americans look bad.
what is wrong with this chick wanting to shit everywhere? I mean, what is she? Is she like part dog? She got to be part dog because she wants to shit in the bed. She wants to shit in the street. I mean, put the bitch in the kennel then. God damn it, you know? I mean, seriously, really, think about it.
Wild reaction. I knew you would. I knew it. I knew it.
Seriously.
I mean, I'm just like, this
Oh.
woman makes Americans look bad. Now, she makes every American look bad. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if she were to go into outer space into planet, stay away,
Oh
Amber.
my
She would make
God.
us look bad there.
Oh my God.
Oh
Lord.
yeah. And then she was renting a house that a woman that was sent to jail for corruption, and everybody there hated her. She came back. Oh man,
Oh my
but
God. Yeah, she's a mess. Yeah,
yeah.
she's a mess. She is.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It's almost a 2 hour mark. Is there anything else that you would like to tell the world, my
Um,
audience, before
no,
we close out?
no. Just stay strong, love yourself no matter what, you know, be healthy no matter what, you know. Um, that's about it. That's about it. I know it's not the political, channel that you have, but go out and vote. But we're not going to start on that subject. You
Look,
got
I
you
have
got a
to.
sick. what, 6 minutes left for the polls to close or something. So,
Look, tell your daughter I would most definitely love to have her on my political channel. Because
I
yeah,
yeah.
let her know because I can most definitely debate both ways, Democrat,
Uh-huh.
Republican, because I'm an
uh,
independent and I'm just like, both plantations, in my opinion,
Oh.
are both rough,
Mhm.
but I can argue both sides. So,
Mhm.
I would
Yes,
love to
yeah,
most
that
definitely
would be
just
a very, very interesting. Yeah, we need to set something up because she's Jazz has a very, like you. I think it's like all of us or us Leos,
Mhm.
um very, when we have different opinions, we have different opinions. And
Uh-huh.
those are like for Leos. And she is, yeah, she sometimes,
She's my birthday sake.
yeah,
Born on my
absolutely.
birthday.
Absolutely. I mean, she goes into some stuff that's real deep and everything
Mhm.
and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, yeah. So that would be, yeah, that would be a good, yeah, that would be a good cast because yeah, you used to would have a lot to say, a lot to contribute, and a lot and have people think a lot.
Mhm. Yeah, go ahead and give her my email and I'll do the same thing, set up some questions
Will do.
and see what she would be interested in talking about, what politician or what
Hmm.
policy or whatever it is.
Okay.
But
Well,
I cannot thank you enough. And again, you have helped me so much more than what you think.
oh no,
You did. Yeah, I
I'm just
gotta
here to I'm just here to tell my story. That's all. I'm just
yeah.
here to tell my story.
It,
I
you have most definitely encouraged me to start reaching out and to doing more to get my life together.
hmm Hey, girl, sure, you're my sister. I'm always here. You're always, I'm always here for you. You're always here for me. So,
Oh yeah.
and I appreciate your listeners to listen, to whoever listens to it, who's ever listening now or whoever listens later. I something away, I hope it helps someone, even if it's just one person, you know. You know, that's all. Just love each other, be kind, and let's have a good rest of the week.
Will do. And I really do appreciate your time. And I appreciate, I know I already said that like two or three times already. I'm repeating myself, Cheryl. I'm
No, that's
repeating.
okay. That's okay, darling. That's okay. I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
look at my work emails and get myself relaxed and uh start another day tomorrow, girl.
Okay.
Okay. Well, tell
All
your
right.
listeners and you know, thank you again. And hopefully we get together soon,
Oh,
talk
most
about
definitely.
something else. Let's talk about how people decorate the day after Halloween for Christmas.
Let me talk to you later. Love you much. Love you
All
much.
right. Love you, girl.
Bye bye.
All right. Take care.
Okay. Okay. I really thank you all for staying as long as you have. And I hope and pray that you were able to get something out of this interview. I've known her for a long time, and as she was saying things, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know that. So just so much. Oh man, my phone's ringing. Okay, and let me see. Does anyone want to come up? Does anyone want to come up or ask a question? Ah, man, oh, that felt good. Mm, mm. I'm sorry. Hello? Telemarketer. I hate those. Okay, what? So, okay, if you want to call up, you can. The number's 202 I'm sorry, 292-7538. And if you want to come up and where is it? You can use your emoji. You don't have to show your face if you choose not to. I just dropped the link. But if you do have an addiction, there's always there's to get help. Whether if it's food addiction, which is very interesting, what happened to my friend, gastro bypass, and they say it bypasses everything. And she went from food addiction, having issues with food and weight, to losing it, to having issues with alcohol. And as she said, it destroyed her life. But once she was able to overcome it, and she just had enough to where she was able to really get and keep the get the help and to maintain the help, then her life started falling back into place to where she was able to have a relationship with her ex-husband, which is a wonderful thing, and they have their conversations, which is great. But having said that, soon is going to be the let's see, what, 2.5 more weeks to depositions for Evan Rachel Wood and for Il McGore. It's going to be interesting. This court case is getting ready to happen soon. I believe it's going to be in February. So make sure you be here or be square when it goes, and hopefully it's going to be televised. On that note, I want to thank all of you for stopping by, because one thing you can never get back is time. And I really hope that you found spending time here with me and listening to the interview was worth your time. Thank you very much, and bye bye.